All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take a look at this photo. My wonderful friend, great friend, best friend, and executive producer, Mr. Cole Johnson, gave me this. It reads as follows, quote, if you're under 30 and think Michael Jordan is better than LeBron James, you need some coaching. If you're over 30 and think Michael Jordan is better than LeBron James, you're just plain stupid. Well, to whomever wrote this, I am 52 years old, or I will be 52 years old. And I've always thought that Michael Jordan was the king. And LeBron James is nowhere close. LeBron James never had an era. I'm doing this wrong. Here's the first of the double play. Let me say this plainly for all in attendance. LeBron James has never had an era, period. I'm sorry, did you miss what I said? Let me say it again, louder. Well, not too loud because my daughter and my wife are having fun laughing and talking, but LeBron James has never had an era, Period. You can bring to me he's the all-time scoring champion. You can bring to me he's the only one with 40,000 points. You can bring to me he's had 10,000 rebounds and 10,000 assists. You can bring me all of that, and I don't care. 5,000 turnovers, 6 losses in the finals. Look at those two things. The fact that he doesn't have a jump shot, the fact that he can't hit a free throw in clutch time, the fact that he came in from high school. What's up, Cortez? Art Newstall, Sig Diggy, Encrypted Wolf, and Adric. Thank you all for joining. And let me put this up here. If you like if you like the content, help the Snowman and his family via Cash App, cash.app/$tallman.k50. And Villainous News will come to you tomorrow, Saturday, I beg your pardon. And my portion will come at the top of the second hour. LeBron James is good. Okay? Is he talented? Yes. Is he a complete basketball player? Hell no. I say LeBron James sucks. Most people don't like me saying that, in particular LeBron sexuals, and I will be sure to get to them. But let me say it again for those of us in the cheap seats at the old Capitol Center in Landover, Maryland. Cortez, where are you signing in from? Art Newstall, same question. Want to shout you out right. Adric and Encrypted Wolf, I know Sig Diggy's in Norway. Just, there is no skill with LeBron James. It's get down the lane, get to the basket, try to draw a foul. It's the same skill that, if you want to call it that James Harden shows when he travels, or that step back travel, and no referee has the balls to call it. None. You can say whatever you want to say about LeBron and how he has changed the game. That's a fucking lie. LeBron James has never, ever, 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 ever changed the game of basketball. He has never had an influence on the game of basketball. He's never had an influence. He hasn't changed the game. Let me ask this question. What revolutionary thing has he done to leave an impact on the game of basketball, and in particular, the NBA? Let me say this and put it in a sentence where people will understand. What has Bron done to affect the game in a positive manner? Not a goddamn thing. Not a thing. And now, Bronny James has a fully guaranteed contract with the Lakers. Why? I'll tell you why. LeBron set all that up. He set it up so he can play with his son for at least a year or 2 years, since he got a 2-year max extension. You know what? I've said this on the morning show. And if I were Jeannie Buss, I'd be looking at LeBron going,
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
I'd tear up his contract and tell him, hit the road, Jack. Don't you fucking come back no more. Period. I tell him, hit the road and don't come back. Who needs that kind of basketball? Who needs that kind of play in basketball? I beg your pardon. Nobody. Nobody needs or wants that kind of play. It's nepotism and manipulation at its finest. And welcome to Cortez Smith from Birmingham, Alabama. Is the Birmingham Jefferson Civic Center still still alive? I think it is. LeBron manipulated this whole damn thing to get his boys into the NBA when they don't deserve it and they can't play ball. They can't play ball. They can't play. They can't do anything right. All they can do is what their father does, and that's flop. Maybe call something else now. All right. What is Jeannie Buss really interested in? Is she interested in winning or is she interested in a supposed legacy? Because Braun ain't got a legacy. He does not have a legacy. They're going to be the biggest clown show in the NBA when they find out that Bronny can't play basketball. Period. I've watched him play, and nothing impresses me about him. Nothing will ever impress me about him. He wasn't even the best player on his high school team, for God's sakes. Does that tell you anything? These Sierra Canyon games that I glanced at, and I mean that, I glanced at it, he wasn't the best player. He was not the best player. Tell me why Bronny James deserves a guaranteed 4-year rookie contract. Tell me why. I can't think of a reason. Can y'all? They're about to. RC says they're about to cash out on him. The Lakers organization are about to be Barnum and Bailey's around this mofo. Yep, the Lakers circus starts near the end of October. Agreed. LeBron is an overhyped role player, same as James Harden. Yeah, they both suck. James Harden doesn't have any moves. LeBron doesn't have any moves. Good Lord. I mean, Braun is 6'9", 260, and yet he's too chicken shit to play in the post because he's afraid of getting beat up. You know how many times Michael Jordan posted up somebody? You know how many times Michael Jordan posted up Patrick Ewing later in his career? He doesn't care if you're 7 feet tall, 8 feet tall, whatever. I'm inclined to think what Cortez is thinking. James Harden and LeBron are basically the same. No moves. They travel every time they have the ball. And they have not left an impact on the game. They have not. And somehow they keep getting max deals. Why is that? Why do y'all think that James Harden and LeBron and players of his ilk keep getting these max deals when they're not worth it? LeBron James, simply put, has never, ever, ever, ever been a franchise player or the face of the NBA. Ever. The transition was supposed to go from Kobe to LeBron. Here's the problem. LeBron fumbled it. LeBron fumbled the bag and somehow it keeps bouncing back to him. You ever thought about that? He keeps fumbling the bag, and I don't have a bag here next to me to demonstrate what I want to demonstrate. Mr. Suge, thank you very much. But as a basketball player, and I've said this many times before, he sucks. He doesn't have a post game. He is piss poor on defense. He lets people get by him at first opportunity defensively. His footwork stinks, offensively and defensively. And they let him get away with so much. Anybody remember the clip from Utah? He stopped bouncing the ball, walked across half court 4 steps, and started bouncing the ball again. There was not a double dribble called. There was not a travel called. You know who else I put in this conversation? Russell Westbrook. Max Christie gets 4 years and $33 million just so he can sit on the bench so they can put Bronny in the game. I heard reports saying that Bronny's going to spend the bulk of this year in the G League. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. They're going to keep Bronny on the main roster just so this circus can get more fans talking about him. I ain't one of them. I met LeBron in 2002 while working at Cedar Point. There was a mob of people following him. I looked at my friend and said, "Who the hell is that?" He said, "That's LeBron James." I said, "Who?" And I've said that every year since then. 22 years. 22 years. And during those 22 years, he has gotten worse at the game of basketball. He has gotten worse. I've been yelled at this entire time for being critical of LBJ, and now it seems like the mainstream media are catching on to something that I've known for 20 years. He sucks. He blows at the game of basketball. You understand that? If you don't get it now, you'll never get it. Period. He'll be in the G League until Daddy James says, "Bring my son up here." That won't take long. And I hate it for the young man. I hate it for the young man because he's going to wind up being just like his dad. When he takes a loss, he won't look in the mirror. He won't look in the mirror. He's going to be too starstruck to take a look in the mirror and say, "Hey, I messed this up." Because Bronny James is about to fumble the bag big time. He's not only going to fumble the bag, he's going to drop the son of a bitch. Like I said, he's not only going to fumble the bag, he's going to drop the son of a bitch. And Jeannie Buss dropped the bag by not getting rid of LeBron 2 years ago. This is excuse me. This is a situation that should have been nipped in the bud after the second year when they won the bubble championship, which ain't a championship. They should have blown the roster up then. You get rid of your best defensive player. You get rid of the reason why they won. And you're right. Backstreet Mean. That was not a college career. What, a few games, a 4.8 scoring average? Meanwhile, his teammate was much better than him. And he doesn't get drafted? I forgot the young fella's name. But this is stupid. And the NBA, if it ain't ruined now, it will be after this year. You mean they renegotiated all the TV contracts? They got the NBA on NBC back 10 years too late for this? NBA on NBC had two dynasties, the Spurs and the Bulls. They should have had the Warriors dynasty, but ESPN showed up. And you all know how I feel about that and the end and the rest of that story. You're right, Cortez. The NBA chose LeBron to be the face of the NBA beginning in 2003, and that's why he will forever get the hype that he doesn't deserve. Ever. You know why I say... You know why I say that Steph Curry had more of an impact on the NBA than LeBron did? It's pretty simple. And Victor, you're here and you've heard me say this, and Sick Diggy, you've heard me say this also. Steph Curry did something LeBron has never done. He took an anomaly and turned it into a weapon. What's that weapon? The three-point shot. Then you had the Golden State Warriors work that strategy, and now every team in the NBA attempts at least 23-point field goals a game. At least 20. Anybody picking up on a pattern here? Bye, baby girl.
I love you.
I love you.
I know Sonia's doing her internship, but
Yeah, we'll tell her. Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
I'm gonna put this over your trash.
Let me have it.
Garbage man.
Yeah. Two of my beauties, my daughter and my wife. But seriously, my wife, who's an old school basketball fan like I, she's an old school Pacer fan. Reggie Miller versus Michael Jordan. Hello. She even says, "Look, Michael's the greatest. It doesn't matter who else is there." What does that tell you? What does that tell you?
I'm working on it. Love you, sweetie. Come on, sis. Dookie.
Come here, beautiful.
I don't want to be on. Come on, Liz.
There. I stopped it.
Love you.
Love you. You enjoy your dinner?
Yeah. We'll talk a little bit.
Okay. But seriously, why do people still continue to watch this guy when he hasn't done anything for the league in 22 years? Yes, Victor, the legendary Dr. K. Tell me a player that is 6'9" and 260 and doesn't want to post people up. You want to talk about a lack of discipline? You want to talk about a lack of nerve? There you are. Lack of nerve, lack of balls. Hell, Stephen Curry posted him up. Man, LeBron's as soft as a pillow. He's as soft as my daughter's pillow. How can you say someone is the greatest player of all time and he's 4-6 in the World Championship Series? Meanwhile, the true greatest player of all time is 6-0. Another true greatest player of all time won 11 championships and coached his team to one while playing. I'm talking about the legendary Bill Russell. Tell me why or how or what the hell did I miss when people overhype him, when people hype him up and he doesn't produce. Meanwhile, they tear down the likes of Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and those guys. What about that? Did I miss something? I made a promise, and here it is.
This moment of bronze sexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic bronze sexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-YOKAY. Real LJPN, now approve all this.
And always remember, wrong button. And always remember, yes, LeBron, it is you. It has always been you. It always will be you, forever and ever. Amen. Let me play this again before I get to what I really want to dive into.
This moment of bronze sexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic bronzexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-YO-KANG. Real LJPM, now approve all this.
What's up, Charles Adderley? Thanks for coming in. If you like what you're hearing and seeing, couple it with a Cash App, if you would, please. It's to help my family. Now then, to the group of people aside of Cup fans that I can't stand. I told everybody in BGS's chat to buckle up. Well, buckle up.
In a world where partial greatness is celebrated and total greatness is shunned, there stands to be a figure on the lips of those who love him and those who hate him. The inane comparisons to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant continue and has existed since 2003. There is no end in sight, for the battle between those who unconditionally love and unconditionally hate him wages on. These are their stories. Welcome to the Bronzexual Confessions.
Where do I begin with this group of people that cannot stop sucking LeBron's dick? That cannot grasp the fact. Oh, and I'm talking directly to you, bronzexuals, because you can't grasp the fact that
YO-KANG
is a bitch. And if you don't think so,
you fool!
again, I say this to all bronzexuals involved.
YO-KANG
Is a bitch. Now, there were those that want to tell me,
you're fired.
You can't fire me. This is my own company. How can y'all like a player that is 4-6 in the World Championship Series, has nothing fundamental about his game, can't hit a free throw to save his life? I mean, hell, LeBron's best free throw season is not even close to Michael Jordan's worst, because his worst would be his rookie season. I'm talking about 84-85 when he shot barely 80% from the free throw line. Answer this question for me, bronzexuals. Has
YO-KANG
ever shot 80% from the free throw line? Riddle me that. Matter of fact, let me do this this way. Do me a favor and answer this question. Has
YO-KANG
ever shot 80% from the free throw line during a season? Has
YO-KANG
ever shot 50% from the field for the season? Consistently? Absolutely not. And yeah, he continues to get all of the from the Lakers. He got from the Cavs twice. He got from the Miami Heat twice. And LeBron tried to take over the Miami Heat, but Pat Riley yanked him in his office by his collar and told him,
Shut up, fool!
And they still only won 2 championships. They still only won 2 championships of the 4 years that he was there. He's going not 3, not 4, not 5. Man, after not 5, I said,
Shut up, fool!
RC asked, what's the difference between LeBron and Kwame Brown? Not a fucking thing. Kwame Brown sucked. LeBron sucks worse. There are several channels on hours of footage with people proving LeBron isn't great. I'm going to add to that. John chimes in. The Frog King has 10 head coach and 250 teammates on his resume. Other players' teammates numbers: Jordan 124, Kobe 148, Curry 169, and Duncan 138. Oh, by the way, Stephen Curry is about to start his 16th season in the Bay. 16. Look at this. Look at these records. Bill Russell 45 and 25, Kareem 29 and 27. Magic was a couple below 24 and 26, and yet he was a 5-time champion. MJ was 24 and 11, Kobe 23 and 14, Duncan 23 and 11, Curry is 21 and 13, LeBron is 22 and 33. Bird 16, 15, Shaq 17, 13, Olajuwon 10 and 7. 22 and 33 is his one-loss record in the World Championship Series when it counts the most. LeBron James ain't shit. I said it. And he's never been shit for 22 years, on or off the floor. And for all you people that think, oh my God, he's a great human being. He's a great human being. I ask you to look up the name Sharon Reed. He married his high school sweetheart. He has a great family. Once again, I challenge you to look up the name Sharon Reed. Bronsexuals, I'll tell you again.
UK
is a bitch.
UK
Sucks.
UK
Is a chicken shit player.
UK
Is a coward.
UK
Does not take responsibility.
UK
Does not take accountability.
UK
Does not even think of letting off the gas pedal even once when running over teammates and throwing people under the bus. Kyrie Irving, hello. I still contend that was Kyrie Irving's unanimous MVP in 2016, but they gave it to
UK,
which made the whole kingdom stand up and bow. There was a picture that I saw that had Michael Jordan kneeled over on one knee, bowing toward LeBron. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. LeBron fans are age 15 to 25. They never witnessed Jordan's dominance in the 90s and caught tail end of Kobe Bean Bryant's career. Magic and Showtime was 50 years ago. Yep. It's wild. Kyrie literally saved LeBron and got no credit. None whatsoever. None. N-U-N-N. None. Kobe had much better footwork because he worked on it. He had a deeper bag than LeBron because he worked at it. Much more skilled as a jump shooter because he got stronger and worked on it. Better handles because he worked on it. Much more consistent with his free throw shooting because he worked on it. Kobe won 3 rings by the age of 23. Absolutely right. Absolutely right, John. And John also asks, how did LeBron pass Kobe in all-time rankings? Well, you know what these Bronsexuals are going to do? They're going to look up and tell me
UK
was 16-5 against Kobe. I hope I got that record right. If not, please let me know. In all of his championship wins, a teammate saved him. 2012, it was 2012, it was the refs. 2013, it was Ray Allen. 2016, it was Kyrie Irving. And in 2020, it was Anthony Davis and Dwight Howard. The fuck out of here with this. Saying these Bronsexuals, and I keep asking who's the greatest now with all these facts. They still say,
UK.
shut up. He didn't even want to partner with Dwayne Wade. He just wanted out of Cleveland. Dumbass. That's why he only got 2 of the 4 championships. He got dominated by Dirk Nowitzki and Jason Terry. He lost to a 6-man. Jason Terry. Kobe's defense does get overlooked. Twelve-time all defense in 20 years. 9-time all defense in 15 years. That's MJ. Since when is LeBron all defense? Does he play any defense? And yet they elected him 6 times in 21 years? Now, how do you consider yourself the GOAT? How do these bronsexuals consider him the GOAT when he chased his rings? 4 rings, 3 teams. Lakers, Heat, Cavaliers. All I gotta tell him is,
Shut up, fool!
because you know something? All this chasing for LeBron James, this caping for LeBron James, this hyping of LeBron James, this allegiance to LeBron James.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Man, Kobe will post LeBron all day. MJ would run circles around LeBron. I had someone tell me that he acknowledged that Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time. He wanted me to tell him, I swear to y'all, I ain't making this up. He wanted me to tell him and the group chat that I was in, thank God I left, that LeBron was the number 2 player of all time. You know what I told him?
Shut up, fool!
And gave him a
Oh, you can!
out of my life. Fuck all y'all. Every time I post something, a fact, that MJ's better than LeBron, I get
Stop the cap.
and I also get
Stay off the weed!
who's on the weed when you're hyping a player that's played 21 years, forced his son into the league for his 22nd season, and hasn't won more rings than MJ? Tell me that. You know what Jeannie Buss should have told him?
Yeah!
Jeannie Buss should have the balls by now to tell LeBron James,
Shut up, fool!
this is my team and I'll run it my way. Hell, he got his ass kicked by Nikola Jokic, for God's sakes. Nikola Jokic twice in the playoff series told him,
Shut up, fool!
and gave him a
Tiger uppercut.
both times. You know what I think of LeBron? And when I look at this game, I think,
What is that? What the fuck is that?
I'm running out of energy. I promised I'd do I promised I'd do this one and I go crazy, but I'm at the tail end of my energy, in case y'all can't tell. Whew. Now, I got a message for these bronsexuals. Get the fuck out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window.
Hold up. Dear LeBron James, as a basketball player, fuck you. Dear ESPN for putting LeBron James on and shoving him down our throats and up our asses, fuck you. Dear bronzesexuals, fuck you. Dear social media that allow these bronzesexuals to spit all these frivolous stats that don't mean nothing, fuck you, and fuck you. Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure.
Hold up. Let me do it again. Dear ESPN, fuck you for putting LeBron on and shoving him down our throats and up our asses. Dear bronzesexuals, fuck you. Dear ESPN for putting LeBron on, fuck you. Dear ESPN for 20 years of this bullshit that should have stopped 11 years ago, fuck you, and fuck you. Now get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of The Bronzesexual Confessions.
You know, I just realized I ain't done.
In a world where partial greatness is celebrated and total greatness is shunned, there stands to be a figure on the lips of those who love him and those who hate him. The inane comparisons to Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant continue and has existed since 2003. There is no end in sight, for the battle between those who unconditionally love and unconditionally hate him wages on. These are their stories. Welcome to the Bronzesexual Confessions.
First, this.
This moment of bronzesexual stupidity is brought to you by Hooked on Bronix. When you start talking like an idiotic bronzesexual, Hooked on Bronix can set you right. Call 1-800-YO-KANG. Real LJPN, now approve all this.
All right. I'm going to get this over with. What's up, Arku? Thanks for coming in. So I had a conversation with a bronzesexual, and thank you, Cole Johnson, for this wonderful production. So I had a conversation with a bronzesexual, and he actually told me that because LeBron James has scored 40,000 points, geez, I nearly messed that up, 40,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, and 10,000 assists, because no one else had done it, he says I should acknowledge him as the greatest of all time. Excuse me a minute.
So I realized that I think, even though it's not advertised,
Right.
there has to be a place for stupid people. We don't know because we're not stupid, so we don't know anything about it. It's like a secret club society.
Oh my gosh.
So I come to the conclusion that he graduated from SU, stupid university. Yeah, all the stupid ass letters that go along with graduating high honors of being stupid. I can't do no more, man.
Vámonos, dominos, vámonos. Stupid university, where everyone graduates magna cum stupid.
I looked him dead in the face and I said, "Are you fucking kidding me?" He says, "Why not?" He says, "Why not?" Just because you played the longest doesn't mean you're the best. Michael Jordan is had more of an impact on the NBA in 13 seasons, all with the Bulls. And I know he played 2 years in Washington, but hear me out. Michael Jordan had more of an impact in 13 seasons than LeBron's had in 21. Stephen Curry has had more of an impact just in the past 10 seasons than LeBron has had in 21. Kobe Bryant played 20 years, all with the Lakers, a true Laker, start to finish. I don't even have to tell you what impact he has. Julius the Dr. Irving, one of the original high flyers. I don't have to tell you what his impact was. Dealing with the merger, then moving from New York to Philadelphia, finally getting his ring at age 33 in 1983. LeBron will always be a bronze medal winner. The GM, Snowman, that's who he is. Yep, and that's why the Lakers are going to be an absolute fucking clown show. They're going to be an absolute clown show. They're going to be an absolute clown show. I don't count the 2020 championship as a real championship because of all that was going on in the world. Ever. I don't care what anybody says. Now I'm really running out of energy. Oh, here's the biggest difference I know between LeBron and MJ. MJ has never had to face a
Game 7.
in the World Championship Series. And only on 2 occasions during his career has Michael had to face a
Game 7.
period. MJ was 6 for 6 in the finals. So, yeah, you stupid motherfucker. Michael shows up and Michael wins. What does LeBron do? Now this.
So I realized that I think, even though it's not advertised,
Right.
there has to be a place for stupid people. We don't know because we're not stupid, so we don't know anything about it. It's like a secret club society.
Oh my gosh.
So I come to the conclusion that he graduated from SU, stupid university. Yeah, all the stupid ass letters that go along with graduating high honors of being stupid. I can't do no more, man.
Vámonos, dominos, vamonos. Stupid university. Where everyone graduates. Magna cum stupid.
All right, I got to go. I really, really got to go. I don't want to. I want to keep going because I think I'm going to have a bigger audience. But get out of my, hey, brown sexuals, get out of my face, you thirsty bitches.
In a world where logic and sense flies completely out the window, while purple and yellow glasses are donned, rises a figure who encourages ridiculous, undying loyalty. Good Lord, I'm about to throw up. This has been yet another installment of The Bronsexual Confessions.
All right, everybody. I really got to go. I hope you enjoyed it. I will have more rants like these. I promise. I absolutely promise. And there will be more after parties like BGS does the subject and then I follow up on it. I'm going to make that a mainstay and I'm going to create its own channel for that. So until next time, God bless y'all. Have a great rest of your holiday and I'll see you later.